Well, this is where it's going to get very difficult, isn't it, for both sides, and for Steve Walsh, the referee, to control the real imbalance now.
They really want to wind down the clock as much as possible here. It's going to be a very long last 6.5 minutes for the Namibians.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
That would have been a penalty try.
Oh, that's really inevitable.
The line, it would have been a penalty try.
Oh, that's really inevitable.
That would have been a penalty try.
Oh, that's really inevitable.
That would have been a penalty try.
Oh, that's really inevitable. 7 men in the pack for Namibia. That big Welsh pack just rolling on with him and getting the penalty.
And there's the official man of the match, Tinus du Plessis. In a beaten team, well beaten, but what an outstanding performance, Cobus.
Tournament thus far, the back row of Namibia, the whole tournament thus far, the back row of Namibia, and du Plessis part of them, really fighting like Trojans.
Fabulous moment for Tinus du Plessis.
Young man who spent a year here in New Zealand at the Gisborne Boys High School.
Well, there's no mercy here from this Welsh 8 as Powell offloads to Williams. And Lloyd Williams gets his first test try in only his second test appearance in the Welsh jumper.
Well, too big, aren't they, again? And Andy Powell off the back, and he too quite sharp too with the replacement halfback. Too quite sharp too with the replacement halfback. Sharp too with the replacement halfback. But the defence just not there, not at home. They've only got 14 players now, and there's the captain again, trying his best.
Reece Priestland, who was thrust into the fly half role at the 11th hour with just 10 minutes notice at Twickenham against England. Just hitting the woodwork. Came on at fly half after being selected at fullback and has held that position pretty well ever since.
A real dilemma for that man at the moment. Does he keep going? Another selection quandary for Warren Gatland. Another selection quandary for Warren Gatland.
Well, it could have been a victory over South Africa if Priestland had landed what should have been a straightforward drop goal. Here's Halfpenny, little stutter step. Keep the momentum going. Ryan Jones. Nice little chip over the top by Priestland. Bevington. All the props getting involved. Davis and Priestland. Powell. Byrne and Halfpenny. Byrne inside. And that's another one for the Welsh team, number 11.
Just no way the Namibia team can contain this Welsh side now. Running rampant. And Powell and Byrne prominent again in that move.
And that is a record score for Wales in a World Cup game. And remember they finished third in 1987, winning the playoff in Rotorua against Australia.
Geez, he showed real speed, didn't he, Gordon? Ryan Barrington, the replacement prop, good hands, and out to a player that I've been really impressed with. Lee Halfpenny just did enough, did a nice move there, Halfpenny. He's a good winger. And Burns, the eventual try scorer, just very accurate, this winger, isn't he? And over for the try.
He did very well, Halfpenny, to keep that ball alive. Took the tackle, played it back to Byrne, who finished well.
Just doesn't make mistakes, Cobus, Halfpenny. That's what I like about him. And he's a very, very good winger.
Well, he can play fullback. That's where he played against Samoa too when he came on against South Africa or against Samoa. And Priestland not having much joy with his goal kicking. And his pal, and you mentioned Halfpenny. Yes, fullback's his favourite position actually, but even if he's on the bench for Wales, he's a guy who can make a huge impact. Lospa then with the restart. Just a minute and a half to go. Well, the Welsh have been ruthless in their second half.
Well, that tells the story. 41 missed tackles. You just cannot win games if your defense is not sharp, especially at this tournament, the World Cup.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
Wales scoring 38 points in this last quarter of the game, and you get the feeling there could be more to come. Powell. Just 30 seconds remaining. South Africa running in 12 tries against Namibia in their 87-0 victory. But to a person here at the Stadium Taranaki, they have admired the stoic nature of this Namibian team.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
Cleared away then to Priestland. Jonathan Davis to North. He's already got two. Still in play for Jones. This is Williams. Bouncing off defenders. It's Davis. The big lock.
Blue. Release.
Plenty of men out here. Scott Williams goes to ground. Wales getting closer. Priestland to Davis. So close. Charteris there. Wales looked as though they came in on the side there as they cleaned out. And there it is, Wyn Jones finishes off proceedings here at Stadium Taranaki. Alan Wyn Jones, who started in every game, gets try number 12.
79 points to 7. They fought brave at times, Namibia, but just too much firepower in the end by the Welsh side.
You saw a clean out there by Powell on the side of the ruck, not spotted by the officials. And
the 12th
Wyn Jones.
Yeah, the 12th try in the end for the Namibians, but they can certainly hold their heads up. In the end, too big, too strong, and just their fatigue set in. But a very, a lot better second half, isn't it, Cobus, from the Welsh?
Yeah, since they brought in some of the big guns like Powell, George North made a huge difference as well.
And the last kick goes through, and a final score of 81-7. So 7 tries scored by Wales, just as South Africa did in the last 20 minutes against Namibia.
Impressive win, bonus point win for Wales, exactly what Gatland wanted.
Yes, they really flexed their muscles against Namibia, and this is where we bid farewell to the Namibian team, because they fly back to Auckland and then they depart for home on Wednesday. But they had some great moments, none better than the try by Heinz Cole, the giant lock in the second half. How good was that? But Wales now look forward to Fiji. Final score here in Taranaki, it's Wales 81, downing Namibia 7. And there's the scorers. Scott Williams with a hat-trick. 2 to Big George North, who was very prominent in the second half. But everyone had a go, but my favourite, I think, was Gethin Jenkins, and I think most of the crowd would agree with that, and those watching at home. And Stephen Jones was very good. He has taken his tally past 900 test points. And the final farewells. Let's now go down to Matthew Cooper, who's with the losing captain, Jacques Burger.
Well, Jacques, firstly, courageous effort again. 14 days, 4 games, but just the Welsh just a bit too strong in the end for you.
Yeah, definitely. That's why they're a top-class team. They came out here, they just blew us away, and we couldn't stop them.
But you wanted courage, you wanted an 80-minute performance in terms of the way you just never gave in. You must be thrilled with your boys.
Yeah, like I said, I'm proud of them. You know, at stages they do look good. And then other stages we don't look as good. We played against a really good side and played a game 4 days ago against the Springboks, so it was tough. But we're not making excuses. We weren't good enough today. It's the end of the World Cup for us. Wales is going on, and I hope them all the best and I hope they do well in the future.
Well, Jacques, you've left a mighty impression on New Zealanders. Thank you for the time, and thanks to the Namibians.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I'd just like to say thanks to all the people in New Zealand. They really supported us really well through this month, and good luck to the All Blacks. I hope they do well.
Thanks, Sharks.
Well, I don't think any player has given more than Jacques Burger in this tournament. His work rate is just astonishing. And Namibia, surprisingly, with an edge in the territory, but they had to do a lot of tackling. Wales with a mountain of possession, and the missed tackles were horrendous for the Namibians, but really it was just weight of numbers and sheer power and class from the Welsh team. Final score 81-7. Well, it's a proud night for Wales. They have won another game, a bonus point victory. Here's Sam Warburton.
Well, Sam, in the end, job well done. 12 tries. You must be thrilled with that result.
We got the bonus point, which is what we wanted, and Namibia made it very tough for us, especially at the contact area. I think it's a bit disappointing from our point of view. That's an area we're going to need to look at, you know, our clean-outs and stuff. But, you know, credit to the boys, we got 12 tries and the all-important bonus point.
And the second, just before half-time, just a little bit scratchy for the Welsh, wasn't it?
It was a little bit, you know. I think we might have tried too hard and played in the wrong areas of the field, and a bit more territory would have done, I think, first half. But you know, the game broke up in the second half, and you know, the boys showed their skills, and we got 12 tries, which should be important for a points difference at the end of the group.
Great to see Stephen Jones get the most capped player now for Wales.
Yeah, 101 now. He's overtaking Gareth Thomas. You know, he's definitely a Welsh great, and it was a privilege to play with him today.
Big game against Fiji on Sunday. We'll see you there. Good luck for that.
Thank you very much. And can I also say thanks to the Welsh fans? They've been brilliant. They followed us everywhere. So a massive thank you for them.
Thanks very much.
Yes, that match in Hamilton, and Sam Warburton at 22, the youngest Welsh captain ever. Final score 81-7. Cooper. Coach Johan Dierhart, who's with Matthew Cooper. Coach Johan Dierhart, who's with Matthew Cooper.
Well, Johan, congratulations on the tournament. I know result-wise you didn't get the numbers you're looking for, but you must be pleased and proud of the way your team have played.
Yeah, totally. I think they played with a lot of character and guts. Although the scores didn't say that, the biggest problem we have is, we was not quick enough, we was not accurate enough, and in this tournament it will not help.
What needs to happen to ensure that you can continue your momentum, Johan?
we have to play more this type of rugby, not necessarily against Wales and Springboks and stuff like that, but higher rugby. Not we play in Africa, and Africa we are the second best in Africa, and it's not a struggle to get qualified. We have to play in like the European teams and more often, more tests. We played 4 tests for the year, for 4 years now, meaning it's totally unacceptable.
Well, thanks, Johan. You left some wonderful memories, and travel well home.
Thank you very much.
And I'm